What did failure teach him that money couldn't? The soft morning light falls silently on the closed storefront, marking the end of a difficult chapter. Stepping inside the quiet shop, Sky breathes in the heavy air of his failed business venture today. He gazes at the unsold boxes piled against the wall, reflecting on the heavy cost of failure. The red numbers on the blackboard tell a story of hard lessons and a depleted savings account. With only a few coins remaining in his account, he knows this is his most expensive lesson. Slowly, he opens his journal, determined to find the root cause of his recent business downfall. He begins to write down every mistake he made, turning his frustration into a clear study. Looking back at his customers, he starts to understand who they really were and what they needed. He learns the importance of cash flow management, realizing that money needs careful, constant attention. As the morning passes, a new clarity begins to emerge from the ruins of his failed plans. He begins to clear the clutter, organizing his workspace to prepare for a fresh, smarter start. Each item is sorted with care as he separates what is truly valuable from the excess. With a clean counter, his mind also feels lighter, free from the weight of past mistakes. Taking a brief break, he feels the warmth of the day and a quiet, budding optimism. Then, he begins to map out a better path, sketching a vision for his new business. Studying market trends carefully, he gathers information that will guide his next smarter attempt. He double-checks his inventory list, ensuring that everything is accounted for with great precision. Now he outlines a strict budget, making sure every coin is used to build something lasting. Looking ahead, he feels ready to start again, grounded by the hard work of today. Stepping out onto the porch, he breathes in the fresh, crisp air of the afternoon. Sitting on the wooden bench, he finds comfort in the quiet beauty of his garden. Watching the garden sway in the breeze, he feels the cycle of nature's endless return. Deep in thought, he realizes that his failure was just the seed for his next attempt. As the neighbor walks away, Sky feels encouraged by the kind words and newfound support. The sunset paints the garden in soft amber, signaling the end of a productive day. Returning inside, he closes the door, ready to finish his final planning for the evening. With the lamp turned on, the small room feels warm and full of creative possibilities. He writes a new strategy with confidence, knowing he has learned from his recent journey. Carefully organizing his notes, he builds a stronger foundation for his future customers. He reviews his budget one last time, ensuring every detail aligns with his new, smarter vision. Reaching for a book, he looks to expand his knowledge even further than before. Reading the pages, he discovers new techniques to manage his resources more effectively. Taking notes, he captures every brilliant idea that comes to him in the quiet evening. Putting his notes away, he feels content with what he has achieved this evening. Looking around, the shop no longer feels like a place of defeat, but a start. Switching off the lamp, he prepares for a peaceful night, ready to rest and recover. Standing by the door, he takes one last look at the room, feeling calm and ready. Walking out onto the porch, he finds peace under the vast, sparkling night sky. The cool night breeze feels refreshing against his face, clearing his mind of all doubt. With a gentle smile, he knows he has gained something far more valuable than money. And then, he heads inside for a well-deserved rest before a bright, new morning begins. Finally, the light in the cottage shines steadily, a small beacon of hope in the night. Sky once believed the closed storefront proved that his dream had ended, but the empty shelves and red numbers forced him to look more honestly at what had gone wrong. Instead of blaming bad luck, he studied his customers, reviewed every purchase, and traced the path of each coin. He saw that he had bought too much inventory, misunderstood demand, and allowed hope to replace careful planning. The loss still hurt, yet writing each mistake in his journal turned confusion into knowledge. By clearing the shop and separating useful items from unnecessary excess, he made space for a calmer mind and a wiser beginning. His next plan would not be built on excitement alone. He would watch cash flow closely, test ideas before spending heavily, and listen to the people he hoped to serve. Every number in the new budget carried a lesson from the old one, and every note reminded him that discipline protects a dream better than confidence without preparation. As evening settled over the cottage, Skye understood why this failure had cost so much. It had purchased an education no easy success could have given him. He had lost money, but gained clarity, patience, and the courage to begin again with stronger foundations. The shop no longer felt like evidence of defeat. It had become the classroom where his next success was quietly being designed. When morning returned, he would not erase the past or pretend the failure had never happened. He would carry its lessons forward, using every hard-earned insight to build a business that served real needs, respected every coin, and could endure on.